The Miami Heat were able to scrape through with a Game 5 win over the Lakers, with big-time blunders from both Danny Green and Markieff Morris. Here we're about to give you the tips for our Game 6 predictions.
So my pick for the next game is LeBron James overs in pretty much everything, but I'm going to focus on points. His line's currently 31.5, which is quite high, especially for finals where we know defense is such a key part of it all. He's going to take over. We've seen what he can do in Game 6s before. 2012 Eastern Conference Finals, where he dropped 45 on my Celtics. We saw 41 against the Warriors in that 2016 series. You know, he just loves playing in those big moments. He's going to be angry after Game 6, and overs is the play for sure.
I agree with that. I really like LeBron's overs, and I'm going to go kind of on the other side of that. I'm going to go on AD's unders for his points. He seems to be a little bit slowed down, whether it's injury or other factors. AD just hasn't been playing that well in the last couple of games, and I think LeBron is really going into takeover mode. So I think LeBron's going to get a lot of those touches, and as a result, AD is going to have, less touches and obviously less scoring opportunities. So for me, with the combination of obviously Bam being back as well as AD seemingly being slowed down the last couple of games, I'm taking AD unders for his points.
Bold claims. I do agree though. I think LeBron has turned up. And you know what I also think? I think Danny Green is going way under next game. He missed the most important shot of the game. It would have sealed that series for them. They would have left with the title. And I don't think he's going to get another look like that again next game. They're just not going to give him the ball. He's a liability, bricklayer. Also, Bam Adebayo is a rebound under. The Lakers are big boys. Big boys can rebound. But I certainly don't think he'll be rebounding like he did against Boston. Because even last game he got like 4. And his line would have been 9 or 10. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's got an ankle injury as well. So his ankle is obviously hampering his rebounding ability, so he's obviously going to have to sell out a little bit more on defense and not try and get those boards as much. I think Jimmy has been the beneficiary. He's gotten a triple-double 2 of the last 3 games as a result of Bam and some of those other bigs on the Miami Heat boxing out for him, and I think that's their plan, helping Jimmy get those rebounds so he can push the ball for, hopefully some transition buckets.
Really like the Heat at the line in this one. Plus 5.5, I think is generous. I think the Heat in their previous 3 games have covered the line. Obviously, there was one lucky instance where there was a last minute shot to Hero to cover the line. But the Heat at the line's a smart bet. This is a do or die game again for the Heat. They're going to be playing with that same desperation. Obviously, the Lakers going to be a bit fired up after that last loss, after that most recent loss. But I think you just got to take the points in this situation. The Heat have proven time and time again when they've got their backs against the wall, they find a way. I think the Lakers do win this game, but I think I'd be taking the plus handicap for the Heat.
Yeah, I agree. It took like a Herculean effort from LeBron to even get the Lakers within 3 points. I think Heat dominated for a lot of that Game 5, and obviously Bam had quite a quiet game. Obviously Duncan Robinson went off in Game 5, so that might have played a big factor in the Game 5 win as well.
One other pick I like is Jimmy Butler's overs, 26.5 points. We've seen him take over offensively this series and throughout the playoffs at certain moments. I did criticize him earlier in the playoffs for kind of not taking those big shots, or for only taking those big shots in the fourth quarter. He wasn't really as effective early in the game, and he's completely come out and put that to bed.
Yeah, it's a business trip for Jimmy.
He also had 5 steals last game, which is ridiculously high.
I think the one thing we do have to think about, just in general, is obviously Jimmy Butler. I think we saw some of those clips of him being hobbled after the game. He played 47 minutes and 11 seconds, so he only had 49 seconds of rest. And obviously the Heat have injuries to Dragic, who is out for the rest of the series. Bam Adebayo is injured, so I could potentially see the Lakers winning by over 5.5. So I'm contradicting what I said before. So I think that's a big thing we have to look out for. Miami kind of regressing in this game 6 from what we've seen in the past 3 games, because Miami have been fighting for their lives, and you know, eventually people get tired. Jimmy Butler's human, and I think we could see that happening in game 6 of the finals, especially if AD plays really well. Hey guys, if you like what you saw, if you like the videos that we create, please give us a like and subscribe. We really need your help. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year.
As you all know, guys, 2020 has been a really rough year. Mike, myself, and Liam, we all lost our jobs due to COVID. So, you know, we just thought we'd rally together and start this sports show, you know, try to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it'd really help us out. If you guys want some more authentic basketball talk, you know, not cringe basketball talk like some of those other channels that exist, subscribe to us. We promise we'll keep up in the quality. Thank you for watching the video.